All right. Obviously, still some moving pieces as we build out the roster. So we were able to claim 2 guys, Trey Palmer, Xavier Truss. 2 guys, obviously, as we went through this process, looking at the waiver claim list, felt like they'd be great additions to our team. We were able to get a ton of guys back on practice squad, which was obviously a big part of this thing. And then, we had to make a couple moves with that. So Cedric Wilson and Jack Stoll go down to they're going down to practice squad, but obviously those guys are still going to be a big part of our operation here moving forward. So a little bit of the moving pieces as we navigate this thing for the first week or two. So excited about the guys we got, excited about the guys we're able to kind of bring back from practice squad perspective. And so good day of work today, and then we'll have another day tomorrow.
So with Jack Stoll going back to practice squad and 2 tight ends in the active roster, you're expecting some more shuffling there, I imagine?
Yeah. This thing's very fluid. We have 4 tight ends, healthy right now, obviously with Foster navigating the pup, but the other 4, it's the same 4, and we feel really good about that group. They're going to have a huge impact. They're all going to play.
What was it that stood out to you about Trey Palmer?
Yeah, productive player, some speed. He has some position flex, I think, which was an attractive piece. He's played a number of positions at Tampa, and so felt like it was a good piece to add to our group. We feel great about this receiver group, just the way, a couple of the pieces we were able to add. Keep Kevin, keep Ced. We got a really good group.
How about Julian Blackman and Jordan Howard? See them up there?
Yeah, just a single day thing. Yeah, just a couple little things that came up. Nothing that impacts the game.
How much of what you're working on today and tomorrow, you mentioned sort of tweaking things and tailoring things now, how much is that impacted by now having the quarterback in place and kind of the fifth year roster moving around?
It's really your first small dose of what next week will feel like. We're trying to create the rhythm of practice teams and the scout teams and all the operation that we're expecting to utilize. And so it takes a little bit of time for those guys just to get used to the flow of an in-season practice. Certainly a healthy dose of the team periods are associated with Arizona and preparing for those guys. But, there's a few other opportunities just to work some situational football. And so I feel like we're in a great place.
With the Trey Palmer, is there or even Bailey, is there how much can they absorb by the first game? Is there enough time, specifically Palmer, to get him up to speed for Arizona?
A little bit of what to work through that with both those guys. By no means they don't have everything down like you would if you had the whole off season, but. I feel like both guys, learn really well. They got high capacity. Bailey's obviously had almost a week's head start now on this, and so, he's in a great place. It was great to see him out there practicing with us, and I thought he did a great job.
Do you still have open spots on your practice squad?
I believe we do. I think when I went to practice, I think we do 1 or 2. So.
I guess you don't have a whole lot of time to reflect right now, but that first game as an NFL head coach is right on the horizon. Any feelings and thoughts about it's here finally?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us. It's a great starting point. Foundation moments are always important. But we got a lot of work to do before that. A lot of stuff to get going here in the next 8 to 9 days or whatever it is. So we're excited about that part as well.
It feels like you guys have kind of gotten younger in a hurry here, over the last week or so with some of these moves. Is that something you've been kind of prioritizing a little bit as you build out the roster?
It's played out that way. We want to bring in really good football players that help our team be successful, and certainly naturally some of these have been a little bit younger players, but we're excited about this whole group.
What is the focus of these 2 practices this week before you break the first?
Yeah, I'd say this week is really about getting into our in-season routine, how practice flows. There's some Arizona emphasis, and then there's just some situational football that we just want to make sure we're all tied in together on.
Kellen, you and Cam entered the league around the same time.
Yeah.
Cam's still the same team 15 years later. Can you speak to how rare that is for somebody to stick around in one place for so long? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's incredible what Cam's done for this organization, and the success he's had on the field, off the field has just been awesome. And he's a great example of, when you put hard work in, when you work really well and you perform at a really high level, great things are going to happen to you. And so, we're fortunate to still have him. We're fortunate he's still competing. He's still playing at a high level all these years later. And so, it's going to be a lot of fun, on next Sunday to see him out there playing again for us.
What else goes into that? Obviously, he was a very good player here for a long time. He still is, but I mean, that is just something you don't see very
Yeah.
often. You know?
I think it leans into the, how awesome this organization is, for them to, for Cam to be here for all these years. DeMario's got some similar experiences. I think it's awesome that these guys have been able to stay here for such a long time. It also speaks to, Cam's preparation and work that he puts in this thing. I think that's the cool part I've experienced just going through the preseason process is, when he knows he's off for a preseason game, he has a plan through that whole weekend. And when he has a chance to play, he's ready. And you can just tell he's a really organized, he has a really defined plan to get himself ready each and every week.
Is Isaiah Foskey coming back, or is he?
He is not on the practice squad at the moment. So
Having played the game, do you approach like game day differently as a coach versus player? Like, did you get nervous as a player before a game, and did that translate over to when you started coaching at all?
there's some similarities. Obviously, different job responsibilities, fairly a lot less physical from a coach's standpoint, but. Yeah. I think as a coach, obviously you're going through all the situations that may come up, and certainly you've done a lot throughout the week. You're just kind of going back through that process of going through all those situations, highlighting things, making sure you're ready to go, making sure you're checking in on the players, giving them the space that they need on pregame. And when you're a player, there's a physical component that you're certainly getting ready for that takes precedent over a lot of the other things. But it'll be fun. Awesome. Thanks, guys.